Welcome to Explained in English. Today, I'm gonna explain a slasher mystery thriller movie called Ratsasan. The movie begins with two men who find the dead body of a girl. The girl's name was Samyukta, and she was a school-going girl. The killer brutally killed her by piercing her eyes and putting her body in a polythene bag. In the second scene, we see an aspiring filmmaker named Arun, who wanted to make a film on psychopaths, but he was repeatedly rejected by the producers. And finally, under the pressure of the family, Arun becomes an assistant sub-inspector. His father was also in the police force, and he had passed away. His brother-in-law helps Arun to join the police so that he can support his family. After joining the police, Arun lives with his sister Kakila, niece Amu, and his brother-in-law Dos. Once, to save Amu from being scolded, Arun forges signature of Dos on Amu's report card. Not only that he also went to Amu's school as his father, but once caught, Dos sends Amu to another school. A few days later, a schoolgirl named Amudha is kidnapped by someone, and her parents find a gift box tied around their dog's neck. A doll is found inside the gift box with marks on its face. Not only this, the hair of the doll was removed, its eyes were also removed, and its mouth was distorted. When Arun looks at her head, he remembers the case of Samyukta, because Amudha was also a school-going girl like Samyukta. Apart from this, the marks that were made on the head of that doll, just like the marks were found on the dead body of Samyukta. Samyukta's eyes were also removed like the eyes of that doll, her teeth were broken, and the hair of both of their heads was also cut. Arun shares these things with ACP Lakshmi, that some psycho killer is kidnapping and killing girls, but Lakshmi does not take his word seriously. Arun goes to Samyukta's hostel and does some investigation, and he learns that after Samyukta was kidnapped, someone had left a gift box in his name, which contained the same doll. Meanwhile, the police get the news that Amudha's body has been found. The same marks are found on her body as were found on the head of the doll and on the body of Samyukta. When the autopsy report comes, Dr. Nandan supports Arun's theory and says that it is the work of a psycho killer who is targeting schoolgirls. Arun suggests that this news should be kept secret so that the killer does not get public attention. At first the cops do not agree with Arun because it was against the rules of the police, but later they decide to follow this plan. Arun believed that, if the killer does not get public attention, then he will lose his stable mind, and he will definitely make some mistake to get the attention of the people. The cops keep Amudha's body in a secret facility of Dr. Nandan's and start investigating the case. Meanwhile, another girl named Mira, who studied in Amu's old school, is also kidnapped. Mira's teacher Bracy reveals that there was a red star behind the auto she went to after school. Meanwhile, Arun learns that Mira's dead body has been found. Arrives at the location with the help of an auto, only then he notices a red star at the back of this auto, same as told by Bracy. Arun interrogates the auto driver, and he comes to know that the auto driver is helping a school teacher named Imdb, who takes sexual favors from the schoolgirls and exploits them. Arun goes to Imdb's house, but he does not find Imdb, but after seeing Imdb's picture, his companions tell him that Imdb is a teacher in Amu's school. When Arun goes to Amu's school, Amu's classmate takes him to Imdb. Arun sees that Imdb was about to exploit Amu in the classroom because Amu's exam marks were low. On interrogation, it is revealed that he exploits the girls, but he did not kill Mira or anyone else. Imdb tells that with the help of that auto driver, he had called Mira to his house, but Mira escaped from there. After which Mira suddenly disappeared, and Imdb found a gift box outside his house. In an attempt to save himself, he tries to escape from police custody by keeping a hostage, but Arun catches Imdb in the lift and shoots him to death. Meanwhile, Amu is kidnapped from her birthday party by someone who also leaves the same gift box outside her house. Even after searching a lot, Arun and Dos do not find his whereabouts, but a few days later Arun finds Amu's mutilated corpse in trunk of Dos's car. And during this time Arun is suspended, because Arun had shot Imdb without following the police procedure. Angrily, Arun himself starts looking for the psycho killer. Meanwhile Arun gets a hearing aid from Mira's body, from which an audio clip is found. A music is heard in audio clip, exactly the same music he had heard in school in the magic show of a magician named Annabella. With further investigation he learns that Annabella had performed in the schools of all the killed girls. Not only this, when Arun goes to schools and watches the videos of these shows, it is known that the girls whom Annabella had called on the stage as volunteers, those girls have been kidnapped and killed. Actually she used to choose her victims through magic shows. She used to impress her victims in school by showing magic, and then befriended them, and kidnapped them within 2 days. Arun then learns that Annabella had done her last act in a school 2 days ago, so Arun reaches the school. The recording reveals that he had chosen a girl named Sanjana as a volunteer, and Arun attends Sanjana's class. He advises all the girls in Sanjana's class to be careful and cautious, and also gives his phone number to the girls so that they can contact in case of any trouble. He also takes Sanjana's number from her. After school is over, Arun follows Sanjana so that he can catch the killer. When he goes to Sanjana's house and talks to her, he realizes that Sanjana is a twin, and the one whom Arun followed was not Sanjana, but her twin sister. Sanjana's sister tells that Sanjana has gone for music class after school. Arun immediately asks his team to track Sanjana's phone. Meanwhile, Annabella kidnaps Sanjana and enters her house. Sadhna tries to contact Arun on the pretext of going to the bathroom, and Arun tracks the phone and reaches Annabella's house. Sanjana tries to escape from the bathroom. At that time she was in the basement and had no idea about the structure of the house, so she returns to the same room from where she ran. Arun hears a voice from the basement of Annabella's house and reaches the basement. But by then Annabella had run away, leaving Sanjana there. Before joining the police, Arun had done a lot of research on psycho killers to make the film, so Arun remembers a newspaper article after seeing a photo there. Actually, that article was about a murder, which happened many years ago. Arun goes to the officer who investigated the murder case, is now retired. The investigating officer's name was Rajamanikam. The officer tells him that Annabella's real name was Mary Fernandez, who started doing magic shows after her husband died. Mary also had a son named Christopher. All the children used to stay away from him due to progeria disease, but a girl named Sophie befriends Christopher. After a few days, a feeling for Sophie starts developing in Christopher's mind. He proposes to Sophie, but Sophie explains to him that this cannot happen between them. Then Christopher started following her everywhere, due to which Sophie got upset and distanced himself from Christopher, and other children of the school also started troubling him too much. To divert his mind from all this, Mary started teaching him magic tricks, but the school children made his life difficult. Then one day Mary gave a gift to Sophie, in which there was a broken head of a doll. After that the two had kidnapped Sophie together and brutally tortured her to death. Then the officer told Arun that when the police arrested them, Christopher smiled strangely after seeing the scared faces of the people. A few days later, Mary and Christopher had an accident in which they were killed. But now they understand that somehow Mary was saved, and now she is killing girls. Arun leaves to look for Mary, and after he leaves, Rajamanikam gets a clue, but as soon as he calls Arun, Mary, who is now Annabella, comes and kills him. When Arun reaches, police take Arun in custody on the orders of ACP Lakshmi as he was still doing investigations after being suspended. In custody, Arun asks a constable named Pashupatinath to let him look at the photographs he found from Rajamanikam's house, which makes him understand why Rajamanikam had called him. In fact, Mary had 5 fingers on her hand, but the woman performing the magic show in the school video had 6 fingers on her right hand. Then in the photo of Christopher which he found from Annabella's house, he sees the 6 fingers in Christopher's hand and understands that the serial killer is not Mary, but Christopher, who is killing girls disguising his mother. After killing Sophie, seeing his fear on people's faces, Christopher felt a kind of satisfaction. Since then he started enjoying torturing and killing girls. Arun tries to tell Lakshmi about this, but Lakshmi again ignores his words. Just then Arun gets a call from Bracy. She tells that some old man has forcibly entered her house and attacked Bracy. She's safe, but the old man takes away Bracy's nice Kyle. Arun wants to rescue Kyle, but Lakshmi does not let Arun go. Constable Pashupati helps Arun escape from the police station, tying Lakshmi with handcuffs. Arun informs some of his companions that Annabella is Christopher, not Mary, so we have to track down an old man, not a woman. Meanwhile, a cop named Venkat sees an old man with 6 fingers on his right hand. Then as Venkat sees Kale unconscious in the van, he immediately tries to catch Christopher. But Christopher kills Venkat. Before he died, Venkat had told Arjun that Christopher was near Dr. Nandan's secret facility. Arun leaves to go to location and also informs Dr. Nandan. During the fight between Venkat and Christopher, Kyle regained consciousness and ran away. Kyle meets Dr. Nandan on the way, and he takes her to the facility. Christopher reaches the facility from behind and also kills Dr. Nandan. Then he tries to distract Kyle by showing magic. Arun sees air bubbles coming out from Dr. Nandan's facility. Arun saves Kale by entering the facility, and a fight ensues between them. Arun teases Christopher in the same way as the kids at school used to tease to distract him. Christopher is very distracted by Arun's offering in this way, and Arun takes advantage of this and kills him. In next scene, Arun at a hospital watching TV and all news channels are covering Christopher case. Just then, Arun gets a call from a film producer who offers Arun to make a film on Christopher's case, and the movie ends there. Please subscribe the channel to see more videos like this. Thank you for watching.